All right.
Hello,
Hello, peeps.
Diane Breaux here. I am the Pickle Lady.
She is
We
indeed.
are your friendly husband and wife realtor team coming to you from Prescott, Arizona. We wanted to talk to you about something interesting. We learned about it a few years ago, but have recently gotten re educated, and so we wanted to share it with you. Something you may not know, there are different types of hot water heaters that can be installed in a home. One is your traditional open flame hot water heater that we all know and are used to from mom and dad's house all the way to present homes. There's also something called a FIVR,
Yes.
FIVR.
FIVR. And I lost my note, but as I recall, it stands for Fully Integrated Variable Resistance. So
Resistance.
backing up a little bit, I don't know if any of you saw, there was a Mythbusters episode where they launched a hot water heater into they built a house around a hot water heater and got it to explode.
Yeah.
And it launched like a rocket. I mean, it was unbelievable, the power. You're talking about 50 gallons of water that are being overheated. You're talking about a very dangerous kind of thing.
Yes.
So hot water safety has always been important. And this Fiverr thing it's kind of the latest iteration of improvements.
Of improvement. Also,
Yeah.
you have your tankless hot water heaters.
Yeah, the tankless hot
So
water
there are
heater.
three different types.
Yeah.
So it's not very often that you see a fiver, but we kind of wanted to talk about it and explain
What's
why
going on?
it is
Yeah.
safer than most
Yes.
other units.
So one of the things about it that makes it, well, first of all, it's a lot more efficient. It doesn't use as much energy and all that. But the thing that we wanted to focus on is really safety issues.
Right.
So it does have a tank. I mean, it is a traditional water tank,
Just like we're used to seeing.
just like you're used to seeing. So it's not tankless, but the combustion elements of it are fully contained,
Self-contained.
self-contained.
So unlike the traditional hot water heater where you see that little flame bloom
Yeah.
and you see it sitting on a
Yeah, and the pilot,
fan,
yeah, and the pilot
and
light and
and
all
it's
of that.
sitting up above ground. This is not.
Yeah, this is not. So most hot water heaters now are kept in the garage. They used to be
Yes.
kept in the roof, and then when they leaked, they would destroy things. So eventually,
Right.
they made their way into garages. Most garage hot water heaters you'll see are mounted a couple of feet off the ground.
Used to be 18 inches.
18 inches.
Now I think
That's the
they say
minimum.
it's 12 to 16.
Yeah.
But it used to be 18, it had to be 18
18
inches
inches.
above the ground.
Yeah.
And the reason why
Yeah, the reason
is,
why is you have fumes in a garage. So
Yep.
you've got automobiles in there. There's gasoline, and any number of other things. Well, those fumes from gasoline and the like, they tend to hug the ground.
yes,
So the idea was let's raise the height of the hot water heater and the combustion elements therein so that it does not ignite these fumes
accidentally. Correct.
accidentally.
And so that is a
And
good
that's why
practice.
and that's why it's off the ground.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When it's a traditional hot water heater,
Yeah, it's off the
it
ground.
should always be off the ground.
Off the ground,
For
yeah.
that reason.
But now we ran into at least one hot water heater that's mounted on the ground.
And we were like, what is
Completely
this
up to
strange thing?
code. Took us a while to research it. When we first saw it, it was, I think, a brand new technology, or at least I had never even heard of it.
Yeah, we had not.
Now we're starting to see more in some of the newer homes. But the combustion unit is completely self-contained. There's no open flame.
No open
So there
flame.
is no way that it can ignite fumes. In addition, it has fume detection technology. So
That's
that
pretty
when
cool.
that's pretty cool. If it even fumes that you can't smell that might be flammable, it will shut down the unit if that is the case.
Right.
So
And
it's
so
a
when
lot
we
more
first ran
safe.
across this, we have an extraordinarily great and very thorough home inspector. Matt Gormer, hats off to you.
Shout out to Matt.
With National
Inspection.
Inspection. Yeah,
We just call him Matt.
We just call him Matt. He's great.
Yeah.
And so when we ran across this, he's like, I want to investigate this further. So he did. And that's when we learned all about the FIVR unit.
Yeah.
He goes, actually, this is okay. And it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like Randall was saying, it's self-contained. It has an automatic shut-off if it does detect fumes. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
It seems to be a little more advanced than your traditional hot
Yeah.
water heater. So he said, it's fine. He checked city permits.
Yep.
It was all okay. It was permitted. The city said okay. So we felt really good about it. But for some of you out there who were like, why isn't it off the ground?
Yeah.
Why doesn't it have this? What it doesn't have.
Yeah, you'll have plumbers, even licensed plumbers who've been in
Yeah.
the business for decades. They'll
Yes.
come in, take one look at it, and say, "Oh, that needs to
That's
be
wrong.
raised." So evidently, they're not. People don't know that much about them. Maybe in some areas of the country they're more common.
Right.
Obviously, they're going to be a lot more common in new construction than existing construction that's like 20 years old.
Right.
So
You won't see it probably in a home that's,
yeah, 20 years old. You're not
right.
going
You're
to
not
see
going
it.
to see it.
Now
You'll
that
see
being
the
said, if
traditional.
you're building a house, you might want to
Investigate
consider
it.
one a lot safer, a lot more efficient, and you
Yep.
don't have this thing standing up, the 2 feet off the ground.
I think it's pretty cool that
Very cool.
even though it's self-contained, it can still sense bad fumes
Yeah.
and shut the unit off.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
That's
Now
pretty good
the
technology.
only thing is if you have a hot water heater in your garage, it's 2 feet off the ground. So if you don't brake in time and you hit, you go forward too far, you're going to probably hit the 2 foot platform
Yeah.
rather than the hot water heater itself. With a hot water heater on the ground, you're going to hit the hot water heater, and that's dangerous. So if you do have a hot water heater that's mounted on the ground, you're going to need a parking stop.
If you have a FIVR, also you will not be allowed a permit or a certificate of occupancy unless you have that bolster, that bollard,
Yeah.
that whatever, to prevent a car
From going
yeah,
through.
from going into it. So
Yeah.
it's a safety thing.
Yeah.
You're not going to get okay to move into the house until that's in place.
That's in place.
So
Yeah.
no big deal, but it's
Yeah.
there and it protects you. It
Yeah.
protects your car. It protects you from running into it. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So just wanted to tell you, when you're looking at homes, and there are 3 different types: your old traditional, that's off the ground; your more advanced FIVR, FIVR,
Yeah.
that will be on the ground. That's okay. Don't panic. Don't freak out. It's all good. And then, of course, there's your tankless.
Tankless. Now
So-
we do not have any experience with tankless personally.
No.
Those are pretty common out there. A lot of you probably do use tankless. We'd be interested in hearing from you on what you
Yeah.
think of your tankless hot water heater. We're thinking about getting one here just because somebody I know takes long hot baths, and those baths tend to take all the hot water for a couple hours. So we've been kind of talking about a tankless hot water heater, but
I know they're a lot more expensive.
yeah,
I do
they're
know.
more expensive, and I just been interested in hearing people's reaction to what they think.
We
And
want to hear the
is
pros
the
and
water
cons.
piping hot, or
Yeah.
and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so let
anyway,
us know.
just wanted to kind of give you guys an education on the FIVR
FIVR.
hot water heater.
Yeah.
Don't panic if you're going into a home that's newer construction and you see that, you think they did that wrong, it's not installed right. It is.
Yes.
And I can guarantee you, any city will never give you a certificate of occupancy or pass a permit on a home that was not safe and did not allow a FIVR unit.
New Orleans
So,
might. I
well-
don't know. There might be some cities out there.
Well, New Orleans, maybe. True. But
If you get the inspector drunk, you might give it to you.
yeah,
I don't know.
that's but anyway, most cities are not going to permit your home and allow you to even move in,
Yeah.
especially if you're building the home.
Yeah.
Unless everything is checked off and confirmed
Yeah.
with the city. So if you see one on the ground, don't panic, don't freak out. Do some homework on it. Contact ChatGPT; she'll tell you all about
Yep.
it in a lovely British accent.
Yes.
And
Which
you'll
is
feel better.
optional. If you don't like British accents, you don't have to have a
It's all
British
good.
accent.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
All right, my friends, that is our little educational section about the FIVR hot water heater. Hope you guys are doing well and having a fabulous day. And now you have another little tidbit to file away in that noggin. All right, take care. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.